up, sisters? This is Rachel and Rebecca checking in. So I quit my job last week.
Wait, I thought we ghosted him.
I'm starving. Wait, what are you wearing?
Age is just a number.
No, we can do anything.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Are you so ready for the High Rocks tomorrow, Rebecca?
We are running a High Rocks tomorrow.
By we, she means her and her friend.
And my friend.
And her friend.
Yes. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty prepared.
Okay.
I've been running a ton. For everyone following along, I've been doing 1 mile for time as if you're in elementary school and middle school.
Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of running, and it's mostly running, and hoping to see some cuties there. And that's pretty much it. Like my
exciting.
partner, like the partner that I'm doing it with, has been having like some health problems, like heart
It's
issues.
Sadie. If
It's
you guys
Sadie.
have seen her episode, it's Sadie.
Sadie. And so her heart was kind of acting up a couple weeks ago. So this was like a fun break from like high intensity stuff.
Yeah.
So it's for fun. Like we're just gonna hang.
Like your
have
time doesn't
fun.
really matter.
Time doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
it's like so low key.
That's a fun, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was saying that's a fun first High Rocks to do that you like actively don't really care about your time. You're like, I'll just complete it, have a good time, see the vibes. It doesn't
Totally.
matter.
And you can like always kind of blame your partner. I mean, not actually though, but really it is so low stress, which is so nice.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's made like the training has been so fun. And I wasn't doing really a lot of cardio before. And so it's been feeling so good to be in cardio shape. There's nothing better.
No, it is so funny. Even you're like prefacing this, you're like, my friend has had some health issues. So like our time just doesn't matter.
It's actually great. It's so low stress.
No, it's so nice. No, but I'm stoked. I'm going to be there. I'm going to live stream it.
We will be live streaming.
Can't wait. It's going to be so fun. I'm traveling all the way to Vegas. I saw this like reel this past week about like wellness tourism and how people are now traveling for like marathons and not like pleasure. And it's so true. I'm like
It's
on
so
my
true.
trips this year to like watch people do High Rocks.
No, people literally are like going international to like run marathons.
Yes. I think it's so fun though.
No,
like,
it
to
is
do
so
something.
fun.
And it's like the perfect excuse to travel because otherwise I'm like, why would I go?
Yeah.
But this gives like a good like, oh, I'm going to go watch people.
One thing that was funny that you said the other day was some of the Utah Runner girls did the last High Rocks. And so she's going to live stream, but she will be providing commentary.
Yes.
And I'm loving, you're like, we really lose people on the run. So I've really got to step up my commentary on the runs.
Yes, no, you lose engagement because you can't really find the people where the laps. No, you got to like really
You
keep the viewers
really
engaged.
got to engage.
No, so I think we're gonna have a good time on the live stream.
Oh, it'll be really fun.
I'm hoping we get just like a couple viewers.
Basically, this is like an Olympic live stream.
Yes. That's the equivalent of it. But
Anything new with you? What's going on?
I'm trying to think. It was a good Valentine's Day.
Fun.
Yeah, it was nice. Is Valentine's Day sad for you, or do you not really care? Is it just like another day?
I feel like it's just like another day. If you get like a little surprise, that's fun
Yeah.
sometimes. But no, like I actually was loving Valentine's Day this year.
Yeah.
I was in the car. I played only love songs.
Oh, that's so fun.
And so like I was with Sadie.
Yeah.
Not to out her, but I think she was like feeling like a little sad, and I just played like Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, and we really got the vibes up. So it was actually a great day.
Just singing along, having a good time.
Yes, exactly.
No, I love that.
Exactly.
One thing I was thinking about this past weekend is just like people who say things like they'll tell me something and then they'll be like, oh, but don't say that on the pod. I'm like, what do you think I'm going to go say on the podcast?
I've had someone say that to me this week too.
Yes, I'm like, you guys, I try to keep it very like me on the pod. Like I am putting my life out for everyone to view, but I know that not everyone in my life is putting out their life
What
to
if
be viewed.
like someone else is involved in your life though?
Yeah, other people are involved. No, like I think I try to protect those.
Yeah,
I try
you're
to
pretty good
protect
about
them.
it. I
Yeah,
think
like, one
maybe I should be a little more.
Well, one time I mentioned
Close.
like a friend of a friend, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I hope the friend of the friend who I don't actually know." I'm like, I hope I haven't offended anyone.
It's so true.
But no, I just think that's so funny. Where I'm like, "What do you think is?" I'm like, I'm gonna be like, Davis's best friend from childhood. His name, social security number are this. He said this. I'm canceling and ending his career. Like, no, I'm not outing your secrets on the pod. I will say I'm a great secret keeper.
You are a vault. You're
I'm
probably
a
the
great
best secret keeper.
Yeah,
that
I'm like, what do you think I'm doing?
I am the worst secret keeper. I actually have something to tell you offline that just came to my mind. But to be fair,
Write it down so you don't
only
forget.
Tell you.
No. Yeah,
I will say, like, I really only tell you.
I've got my inner sanctum, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's
like people
true.
that I'll tell, but no, I'm not.
worst. I mean,
People
I'm
who like
good.
their inner circle they know aren't good secret keepers. I'm like, how are you surviving?
I know.
Like, because there are some girls that they are not good at keeping secrets.
But everyone still tells them things. They still know everything about everyone.
Well,
they have like talents in like making you feel comfortable,
Yes.
I feel like. And they're really validating.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
they're great to talk to, and I always feel like I can tell them anything.
Same. I end up spilling all my stuff to them.
But then the people are shocked that everyone knows. And
know.
I'm like, well, you told Sally Sue.
I know.
And like, when has Sally Sue kept it? I'm like, if someone is telling you everyone else's secrets and you don't know them that well,
Like you probably shouldn't be telling
yes.
them your secrets.
Like between us two, I'm like, oh, we
yeah,
are on the
we're-
same.
yeah.
Like we're sisters. But then I'm not that close of friends with someone else. So why would I tell them my secrets? Because they're telling me someone else's secrets. So I know that my secrets are not safe with you. And I can't.
You know, I have a question for you though. Like,
Yeah.
what is a secret?
Secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
know.
That's why overshares are so fun because
Yes.
I meet them and I'm like, I feel like I already know you, and
know.
I know. I feel like some overshares like know that they overshare.
Yeah.
But then others like me, where I'm like, I really need to like be more open.
If anything, I need to overshare more. That's like a goal that I have.
Yeah.
Because turns out there's nothing in my life that I am bad that anyone knows. I'm like, actually, yeah, you can know everything.
And you know what? I think that also is like such a healthy way to live.
Yeah.
Being like, wait, I am doing nothing in my life that I'm actually nervous about anyone knowing.
Yeah, like there are no secrets in my life that I'm like, oh, if somebody knew I was doing this, they would be shocked. Like, no. I don't have anything going on.
Like, that's an exhausting way to live.
I know. I'm like, who is living like that? But
True.
You know, I have something I want to bring up with you.
What's that?
And that is, have you been turning your Find My Friends location off?
I have been.
I knew it.
I've been in and out.
I
And
knew it.
I'm loving going ghost mode protocol.
It is driving me nuts.
It's kind of fun.
And I know you're doing it like at me.
I am not doing it at you.
Who else are you doing it at?
I don't know, just for all of my followers. I need to go in and out.
But I'm
I'll
like-
go on though. I'm nothing.
No,
to
you
hide.
were back on this morning because I was like, when are you going to make it to the gym? Are you still at home?
I had some fire drills this morning. I know it's been off though.
Thank you. And you know what?
Yeah, you do.
I feel seen.
You are nosy.
Oh, I love to know.
I know. I do too. I have a problem.
I love a Find My Friends moment.
It is so fun being like, I mean, you even called me out on like a week ago being like, well, I know you're here.
Yes. And that was my thing. I'm like, I know you're here and you're lying to me about where you are.
I didn't lie to you about where I was.
You were being shady and shisty.
I was not lying.
Nope, you were not lying, but I had to call you out.
No, but I appreciate the call out.
Oh, yeah, no.
I appreciate it. I just giggle at it.
Sometimes afterwards I'm like, did I go too hard? And I'm like, it's fine.
No, not at all.
I'm like, I've got to keep it spicy for some people.
Sometimes though, it's just like for me, like maybe it's good for me like not to know where people are.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so nosy.
I know.
But isn't everyone nosy? Like I feel like everyone
everyone's
is.
nosy. I don't understand. Like I know people who forget. I'm like, oh, well, just go see where they are and find my friends. And they're like, oh yeah, I should go check it. I'm like, are you not checking this all the time?
That's like my top apps. Like I swipe up, find my friends on the top
like
ones.
my first Instagram, I'm like, oh, where's Davis? I'm like, how much longer till he's home? I'm like, he's 10 miles. I'm always like routing other people to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how far are we from each other right
It's
now?
so true.
And are people not, I always get my Find My Friends on. But
Yeah.
I love like a side escapade where like I just like I have an evening where no one knows where I am.
That's kind of fun.
And I kind of love like just going out. But I always keep my Find My Friends on.
Yeah.
You've been going ghost mode.
Yeah, I'll kind of share with you afterwards why.
Yeah, no, I need to know more about this because I have been struggling.
Just know I don't want to be seen.
Because when I see the no location, immediately I'm like, she's like, if it's like Saturday at 2 p.m., I'm like, okay, you're probably not doing anything, but last night you probably were somewhere that you didn't want
Where
me
was
to
I?
know.
I wasn't anywhere last night.
No. I'm not
but
saying
yeah,
last
like,
night.
yeah,
But I'm
true.
like, at some point you were somewhere that you didn't want people
true.
to know where you were.
I know.
And I just have so many questions.
so
and then
shady.
I hate when people have no location found, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, my phone's been turning my location on and off."
That's so not true. That happened to me one time actually, but generally speaking, not true.
Yeah, generally speaking, no, they turn the location off.
Yeah.
I knew you've been turning your location off, and I had to bring it on the pod.
No, I think it's a fair thing to air.
I think it's exciting.
One thing that I have been thinking about too is I was kind of going over like kind of like past people that I've dated, and then I have obviously friends that are dating, and sometimes there are brothers involved in like these dating scandals. And you know what's one of the worst things for your ego?
Yeah.
Is knowing that you're dating the uglier brother. I can think of twice that this has happened to, and once where this is going on right now, where it's like, well, like, given the chance, I would probably date your brother.
No, I know.
And I can't be the only one.
No.
I can't be the only one.
Or like no, and I'm always like, how is the health of your relationship?
Right.
Like when you know you're dating like the less one.
The less one.
That was honestly a big thing for me when I was like dating, is I was like, I don't want anyone who would ever be interested in my sister. I know that sounds so weird, but like even with Davis, I was like, you know what? It's great that I just knew you were never interested in Rebecca, because there are guys out there who have been interested in both, and it's true. Like the vibes there are so.
The vibes
wrong.
are tough.
The vibes are so.
The vibes
wrong.
are really tough when like one's into the other, and then like he switches. And then
yeah, or just like he dates both at some time, and it's just like I don't know.
It's tough. Yeah, Davis and I never had that problem, I don't think.
No, and I just don't think... I have a theory. I'm interested in your thoughts. We can go back to dating the other uglier
No, continue.
But I have a theory that you either marry someone who, like, would also be best friends with your best friend.
Yes. Or enemies.
No.
Okay,
or
just
you
kidding.
date... Yes, but, like, because... Or you date someone that's so similar to your best friend that they would butt heads, because you basically end up dating your best friend. So it's like you're so similar that you almost are like, you butt heads because you're so similar, or you date someone who like completes the trio.
So what do you think about me and Davis?
You know, I think you start out best friends, and then I put you in a room for 2 weeks, and some traits come out. and I fear there's some things where I'm like, oh, but like but like you're so different. It's like the same trait manifested in completely opposite ways.
In like ways that like just don't mesh well together.
No. Yes, like I just know it's like so comforting to me that I just know you two would never work out.
No,
and it just brings
but I love him to the ends of the earth.
Much comfort.
But no, he would never work out.
Never in a million years.
No.
But it's like, I wouldn't say you guys are similar though. Like if
we aren't
knowing
similar.
both of you, I wouldn't know you're similar, but I'm like, oh, there are like certain traits about the two of you that I just know would just fireworks, and not in a good way.
Davis and I have a great relationship.
Oh no, you have a great relationship. You have a great relationship.
You know what's nice about Davis though is I always respect his opinion, which I can't say about everyone, and that is like probably the number one thing that I look for in a partner.
That is the biggest compliment you could. I'll tell him that, and he will be.
Yeah,
he'll be touched. He'll be really touched. by that.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
don't you think it's true? Like mostly with like a lot of them, it's like, oh, you would be best friends with me, or I feel like you may.
It's true. Like I'm thinking of like a couple trios, and like the trio works suspiciously well sometimes, and then sometimes I feel like you and your best friend kind of like drift apart because like just because like the best friend and the boyfriend don't mix.
Well, but
like is that what I'm saying?
I'm talking about only in good relationship scenarios.
Okay, only in good relationships.
Because there are times your friends date someone that just sucks, and that is not any.
No, that's not absolved.
That does not reflect you.
Okay, thank you.
But I'm just saying, like, for good relationships only. Like, I think a lot of times in the best relationships, it's like a lot of times it's like, oh, you either are my best friend, or it's like you mesh with my best friend.
Yeah, I actually agree with you.
Yeah, but only in good ones. When your friend, if your best friend is dating a dud, this does not reflect on you.
It is not your fault, and that does not mean that you are exactly like them either.
You are not similar at all. Okay, okay. But yeah, I just was thinking about that.
I'm trying to like right now think of examples besides myself, maybe like some family members.
Yeah.
I think that's right generally though.
Yeah, I feel like they're like, obviously there are always outliers, but I feel like,
you know, there's nothing better like when your best friend loves your boyfriend and they're kind of like have their own friend thing going. Yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah, but like not in a weird way.
No,
though.
not in a weird way, but like in a very like platonic way, but it's just like, oh, I like them.
Yeah, like
you
they
know?
kind of have like their own little like, not vibe.
Yeah, but like banter kind of, but non-sexual obviously.
Yeah, like the bridge between the two of them is you.
Right. So kind of fun.
Yeah, no.
Well, I feel like this like brings us into the topic of our episode today, which is we are going to talk about when you don't like your friend's boyfriend, what to do. Do you have any intro thoughts, or do you want me to just kind of get into things?
There's just no playbook for this. I think you should intro us into how you came to this.
Okay, so I was reflecting on when I was engaged, and there were a variety of people that pulled me aside and was basically like, hey, there are some things that I'm seeing and I'm just like not sure you want to go through with this.
Yeah.
I think like my parents, my mom specifically being the first one, other friends, family, and I think it's really, really hard because in the moment, like that's not what you want to hear.
Yeah.
But it's just so hard because like I look back now 10 years, I guess maybe 10, maybe 8 years later, and it's like, well, they were right.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, like they were right. And there really is no playbook in terms of like, how do you handle that situation in a way where it's like caring, loving, but then you're also not super control, which I feel like I tend to be.
Yeah.
And like, right, like voicing concerns, taking steps back, like, do I support them? Like, if they do, or if they are dating, like, do I have to hang out with them? All of these kind of weird, like, boundary issues where it's like, well, the friend wants to feel supported, but like, probably you as, you know, their best friend feel like, well, there are some things though that I'm seeing that are very red flags.
Yeah.
And like, I like, how do I stand for this? How do I stay friends with my friend and like support them in the best way, but then also protect myself?
Yeah, absolutely. Protect your peace.
Protect your peace, people.
No, it's so hard, and no one like actually really talks about this or tells you what to do. And it's hard because it comes from a place of love, but at the same time, it's also so hard when it's like I see my friend, my loved one, making decisions that to me are like so clearly wrong.
It's always so clear to you.
Yes.
It's like I could write a 5-paragraph essay, intro, conclusion. Here are my 50 supporting evidences.
Literally.
This time.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
You're
Sorry.
like, well, no, it's just like literally to your point is it's like it is so obvious to me and you almost want to like shake them.
Yeah.
And be like, what are you not understanding about this? And like there is an element of like, not that you like don't trust them, but you're like, I don't trust you to make the right decision here. Like I'm so concerned about you. And yeah, like it comes from a place of concern, but it's so easy to, again, just like when you love someone, you just like, I don't know, just like logic gets spun. Like for the person in the relationship with the bad person, logic is spun. And also for you loving someone else, like your logic is also skewed because you are like so emotionally invested as well in like the person who loves life.
Yeah. Yeah. And you want the best outcomes for them. You want the best friendship for them.
Yes. And you're like, I see this working out so bad.
Yeah.
Like and for whatever reason, you just feel that they're not able to see that. And it's so hard. But then it's also not your life. So it's like, well, what's my place? How much do I say? And it's so hard.
So I think that's point number one is like, it's just hard.
No, it's so hard.
Like you're not in control. And like we said, we've harped this, but like at the end of the day, it is their choice.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing you can do about it. But
like,
there is stuff. That's the problem is there is this stuff you can do about it. I take it back because I will say I am so grateful for everyone who told me like, hey, maybe this isn't a good relationship.
Yeah.
Like now I'm so grateful for them. At the time, was it so hard? Yes. But also like, so like actually you can do stuff. So I think that's where I'm changing my viewpoint. Like I think you totally can do stuff. It's just like, how do you do it in a way that's the right way? Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you actually is, because I think you come at it from an interesting point of view of like being a person in that scenario.
Yeah.
And now you're like clearly like, oh no, like that wasn't a relationship for me.
Well, you're out of it. And so your rose-colored lenses are off.
Yes, exactly. You're
So
like
keep
clearly
going,
that wasn't the right relationship. But like, what do you wish people would have done or something that someone did when you were in that position that you liked?
Yeah, I feel like being like the person on the receiving end, it's hard because usually in those relationships, deep down, you know.
Yeah.
And there's like a part of you deep down that you know, like, hey, I shouldn't be in this relationship. And then there's also a part of you that like really, really wants it. You're in love. You're not seeing things clearly. There's like this inward battle, push and pull.
Yeah.
And so, by the way, if you're feeling like that, you should just get out.
Yeah.
So I think that's the hard thing is like, even like you have that. And so just get out. There's no point in staying in it. But if you feel like you're really emotionally trapped, which I feel like a lot of people actually are.
Yeah.
I guess my point is like, you know it deep down too, what they say.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think point number one that I want to make is like, I would have wanted, and I did receive this, someone to like sit me down and try to be not emotional. I think that's step one or number one, which is actually so hard. And I'm not great at this either, but like be kind of non-emotional and just be like, hey, so-and-so, like, I love you. And because I love you, like, I am seeing these specific things that are really concerning to me. And I think like having them be really specific with you and like say like, hey, like, this is what I see, and like this is why I see it as a problem. And like kind of going through each point by point and like kind of like the why behind it, I think is like really helpful.
Okay, yeah. And I'd imagine like having specific scenarios for you is really helpful. Because I think for me, sometimes when people are like, oh, I'm concerned, like I feel like this, and I'm like, okay, well, when have you seen that? Like, I need specific evidences. So I'm imagining also if I'm like a viewer of a relationship, I need to be like almost taking note of like, okay, this is a specific scenario, because I feel like generalities just don't work. They don't land.
It's tough.
Like I feel like you need specifics.
Yeah, and it is hard because sometimes it's like, I just don't have a good feeling about this. And so I think you can voice that too. Yeah. But like, at least for me, I'm like super analytical. So like having that scenario, it's like, no, like they're right.
Yeah. Or like if you can point out a specific scenario, I think it's just always helpful.
And then I think too, another thing that would be really helpful in this type of scenario is asking like the person in the relationship questions.
Okay.
Because what's hard is when someone comes at you having all of like these, they're all negative, they're all nagging remarks.
Yeah.
I think it's so hard, like, because you do feel like you've got put on the defensive automatically because there's a part of you that loves this person. And so a part of you is protecting them.
Yeah.
So you get defensive, but like, if you can have that kind of rapport where it's like, well, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you want out of life? Does he fulfill that?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. Like, we can come up with examples, but like, I don't know, just asking questions, being like, okay, like, what do you really want here? And then just, I think at the end of the day being like, well, like, it is your choice. I think that was like, cause like, I think about when you actually came into my room. So let me set the scene.
Yeah.
I'm like engaged in the midst of it. People are saying things and I know they're like talking about me behind their back, which I think is really hard.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is what it is, you know, it's a situation. But like when you came into my room as like a 16-year-old, you were basically just like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Well, I think it's like, I think my thing was just, I think you should be sure about this.
Yes. Like, I think it was like, just like, are you sure about this?
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
Yeah.
And so like, it took a while for me to like get out of it, but like that really struck a chord where it was like, I knew you were coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
And you knew that I wasn't sure either.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, oh my gosh, I need to be sure about this.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of like the shock of like, oh yeah, this is the biggest decision of my life.
Yeah.
Actually. Well, and it's also like, hey, like you have a choice here. Like you're not stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just so easy to feel stuck. And you have like so much momentum when you're there. Like you're like, wait, but I'm in love with you. Like I have a ring. The wedding's this day.
And the other person wants it. And so it's so nice also to feel wanted by the other person.
Yes, like there's just so many things that go into it. I actually have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So let's say, gotta sit up for this. Let's say you have, like someone has that discussion with you. Mm-hmm. So like, let's say I sat down with you for example, and I like laid out and like, hey, here are my 10 points. I have a bunch of questions for you. Like we talked through the relationship. And I'm imagining the end of the conversation is probably they're like, yeah, I'm just not sure. And I'm like, okay, well, these are my concerns. And I feel like you clearly have these concerns. You're not sure what you're doing. I still have a strong conviction that it's wrong for you. But like, where do I go from there? Because it's like, okay, I said my piece. And let's say like 2 months later, 3 months later, this is still going on.
Yeah.
And I still have all the same feelings, all the same concerns. You still have all the same feelings, all the same concerns. But it's like, okay, well, now we're 3 months deeper into this. As myself, it's like, well, I've already said everything that I think, and you know what I think. Like, it's not lost on you.
No.
Ever. You're like, you know what everyone's thinking. Like,
I knew what everyone thought the whole time. Totally.
Yeah, like, it's not lost on you. You know how I feel. Like, what do I do then? Like, do I say something to you again? Or it's just kind of like, look, you know how I feel. Like, what do you do then?
That's so hard. Like, I think for me, it's so hard. It is so like, I think person to person dependent, and it depends on your relationship. But like, it's hard because like, I feel like being on the other side of it now, I'm like, well, let me remind them, you know, like, I'm like, let me remind them. And honestly, I like, this is what's hard is like, there was a part, like, I felt like the resentment was like so strong that like, it definitely held me at bay. Does that make sense? Like if I had received support, I probably would have gone through with it maybe, but because I had negative feelings, like definitely that held me at bay. I don't know if it would, I want to preface that. I don't know if I would have gone through with it actually. But anyways, like because of the negative feelings that definitely like held me back. And that was like a reason for like not moving forward, you know,
it gives you more pause.
And you know, I'm so grateful for that. So
that's what's hard.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's just so hard.
Because what's so hard is that it's like, okay, for me, if I know someone, it's like, should I, like, because you're like, it does breed resentment. Like having someone constantly in your life that's disapproving of your relationship, you eventually start to resent that person.
You totally do.
No matter what. And so it's like, okay, is it like I love them enough that I'm going to burn our relationship because I think I'm saving their life from someone else? Like, do I then burn my relationship with this person and like create potentially like, maybe not like a little bit of a rift that like may not be able to be fully repaired. It may eventually be fully repaired, but you know, like, is it worth it? Or because I feel like I tend to
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think? I don't know.
I would say like I am very much more like I let everything ride.
You really do. You're
like,
so good at that.
I am like I feel like we're like whoa, I have hair in my eye. Somewhat different in the way where I feel like you like get in the weeds and I'm like a let everything ride.
You are.
I am just like let them burn their life to the ground and I'll love them through it.
And Mel Robbins is like, I wrote I'm gonna let them theory for you. Me specifically.
And me, I'm like, let them do what? Obviously.
You're like, this is the biggest piece of common sense ever. And I'm like, the let them theory is life changing.
I'm like, honestly, I gotta get more involved. I need, like, someone needs to be like, no, you need to say something. And I'm like, fine, I'll get in the weeds here, okay? But yeah, it's just so hard because it's like, also, like, for me, it's like, but I want to be there if your relationship blows up. I want you to be like, oh, I'm, like, going to call you. Like, you just know that I ride for you. I think what's so hard, too, is that, like, they could marry them.
That's what's hard, is they could marry them.
Like, what's like the ideal scenario is I bring up all these concerns to you and I tell you, and you're going to make the right decision. And then they break up. Yes. And then they make the decision that I know is so right. But what's actually hard is when you say all of that and they stay with them, or they break up with them and 2 months later they get back together with them.
Which happens all too often.
All the time.
Like, it's happened to you and me.
Yes. Like all the time. It's like, I don't like them. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, what do you do? Because that's where it actually gets sticky. Where it's like, well, I've already said something. They know how I feel. They're still dating them. And then it's like, do you stay friends with them?
I don't know. Like, yeah, do you go on double dates with them? Do you, like, let's say the guy has done some things where you're just like, I, like, can't stand for this. Like, do you have the guy around? Like it's so hard because it's like, well, I don't really want the guy to be around. Totally. Like, I don't want to be around him. I don't respect him either. Yeah. And like, there's part of me that doesn't respect you, quite frankly, for engaging in this, like allowing this behavior.
I know it's so hard because it does like change. Not that it changes them, but like it's like you know that I don't like them. Well, and also sometimes it's like I feel like I need to take a stand against that behavior.
Yes, exactly.
Or it's like sometimes I feel like if I'm letting them come in. And I'm accepting them and approving of this behavior where it's like, no, I vehemently disagree with with the decisions you're making, with the decisions he has made in relationship to you. And like, but then it's like, you need to be like, if your friend is in a toxic situation, like they need a support system of other people. Because what's hard is then if someone is isolated and all they have is this person that they're dating and all their friends leave them,
they're never gonna get out.
Yeah, then like it just makes them more reliant on that person. But then as like a friend, you're like, but I can't stand for this person who's treating them like garbage. And I'm not saying like, I'm not talking about like a physically abusive situation. I feel like that is a much more nuanced. This is more just like
this
average.
Is like weird stuff where it's like, oh, he lied to me about this, or like he doesn't respect me. Like, I don't know.
Kind of lying. This is like, we're talking like vanilla relationship stuff.
Like these are like red flags that girls overlook all the time.
Yes.
This isn't like he's cheating on you, or, I mean, that probably happens if he's cheating on you.
Yeah, if he's cheating on you and they keep getting back with him and you're like, so what are we doing here?
So why?
I mean, I would hate him to the tens if someone.
Oh my gosh. If he's cheating on her or whatever, I just don't know if I could.
I think I'd just spit on him.
Yeah. No, literally.
Every time I saw him.
No, literally.
Just a little on him and be like, I don't know what garbage you think is I don't know who you think you are, but
Yeah, seriously.
that's what's hard. So yeah, I just wanted to caveat this that like obviously
No.
if someone's in a dangerous situation, like things are different, but it kind of almost is like the same mindset a little
is the
bit,
same
where it's like,
mindset.
well, I need to support them, but also I like can't support this relationship, and I'll help them get out. But if they don't want to get out, what do I do?
It is such a push and pull.
Such a push
Such
and
a push and pull. And I just have to say, it's like mentally taxing on like you.
Yes,
You know?
yeah.
So what do you think? Like, where do you land with all of this?
I mean, I just think I default to like, you say your piece, and if they know where you are, I think it's just like, hey, I know. I feel like I would just be like, hey, like, you're strong enough. I think you should be sure about your decision. And I think you have to give them confidence that they can make the right decision. Like, hey, you're strong enough. You can make the right decision. You know yourself. You're going to make the right decision. I think trying to affirm that to them, and not like, I think you should do X, Y, or Z, but just like, because I think, like, looking back, I do think that sometimes it impacts people's like confidence in their decision-making process. Sometimes, like,
No, I agree. I think if you can just empower them, it's almost kind of like when you come to your parents when you've done something, and it's kind of like their reactions isn't angry at you. They're just like, well, I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, goosh.
yeah, you're right.
Because there's probably a part of you, if you're in one of these types of relationships, that isn't sure of your decision-making skills.
Yeah.
And there's a part of them that knows they probably deserve better or want more in their life. So I totally agree with you. I think anchoring on the like, you make this decision, but like you need to be sure.
Yeah.
Is like that's literally what you told me, and that was the best thing that I heard.
I just feel like that's the only thing you can say, because it's like, well, I can't tell you what to do, because well, it's also like, I don't want you to make any life decisions based off of me.
Yeah, and then you're carrying that around your whole life,
and it's
and
like,
then they resent you too.
Yes, like there's just like, then there's weird feelings, and it's like, I never want anyone to make a decision based on what I'm telling them to do. You know, like,
It's true.
I'm not living your life for you.
True.
But I do think, to your point, I think you do need to like lay out your concerns at some point.
No, I think you need to say something. think you need to say like, hey, you need to think about this.
Yeah.
And then after you've said that, I think you're right. I think you just gotta pull back.
Yeah.
What's hard too, though, is like, what if they keep coming to you for stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say though.
Okay,
is
go
I do
ahead.
think like 2 months later you can like ask them questions about the relationship. Like I think you just try to keep it very like them focused after that. Because it's like, look, I said my piece. There's no new information.
And you're not attacking the individual.
No.
I think that's the key. Is I think you need to stop attacking the individual and make it all about them.
Yes. Yeah.
And so they can feel that support for them.
Yeah, where it's like, I just want to know how you're feeling about things.
Right.
Because I'm like, maybe, like, you have your initial attack where you're like, these are all my concerns. And then after that, it's like all about, well, how are you feeling you? Like, you're making this decision.
Talk to me through this decision-making process. What are you thinking?
Yeah, like, oh, how do you feel about this?
Right.
And then, like, maybe if they bring up a concern... Because also, like, you want to be a safe place for them to talk to you, too. Because, like, if you're so attacking, I just feel like they're not going to talk to you. At least I wouldn't.
Right. You're so right.
Yeah, because it's like, if I know you hate someone, it's like, well, and I kind of like, I love my boyfriend. I know you hate my boyfriend. I'm not going to go talk to my concerns to my boyfriend about someone who I know hates him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to try to go to find, like, a neutral party.
Totally.
Or someone else. Or it's just going to be like this weird, like, oh, but you don't get it. Like, I love him. He's like a great person. So I feel
like he treats me so good or whatever.
Because there always is like an element of like, but he loves me.
And he wants the thing to work usually.
For sure. Yeah. And he's saying a bunch of stuff. He's like saying everything to probably win them back over. So I feel like you do want to stay a safe place is what's hard.
No, I think you totally do.
Yeah. Because like if you lose that, then I think you're just so much more likely to lose them too.
Okay, I completely agree with you. So let's say they are continually dating and like she's wanting to hang out like as a group with him all the time. How do you handle that? Like, do you just kind of go along with it? Are you just kind of nice and cordial? Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I absolutely know what you're talking about.
So because like still it's kind of like when you see things that are like, I don't stand for this isn't okay. It's like, man, like I don't want to spend the mental energy to go hang out with them too.
Yeah.
But then also like if you take a stand against that, I feel like you are driving your friend away even more.
It's so hard.
Such a line.
Well, it's so hard because
you want to protect your peace too. You're important.
Yeah, because it's also like, okay, you stand for him in your life. I don't stand for him in my life.
Exactly.
But yeah, then to your exact point, then you drive them away.
They get offended.
Yeah, and they're gonna hang out with their boyfriend no matter what.
Exactly.
And so, like, what do you do there? Oh, you have to hang out with them. Because, like, it's so hard because at some point I'm like, well, you have to stand for something. I'm like, you have to stand for the fact that, like, no, it's not okay. What he's doing isn't okay. But then at the same time, like, you always have to be, like, kind of okay with the fact that it's their life and they may marry that person.
I think that's what's hard.
They may date that person. And you may have to, like, know for yourself, like, will your relationship survive them marrying that person?
Yeah.
And if it will survive them marrying that person... Like, you're my sister, so it's like my relationship, no matter what's going to survive you marrying whoever, so I will have to, like, swallow it, get over it, and learn how to coexist with them because you're my sister and that, like, really, but if I've, like...
But if it's a friend and, like, friends come and go sometimes.
Yeah, like, sometimes things happen, then I think that's what's hard.
Yeah, maybe you do decide, like, is this someone that you're okay with exiting your life? Mm-hmm. And then... having to answer that question and like look yourself in the mirror and then depending on whether the answer is yes and no, I don't know, make a decision accordingly.
Yeah, because at some point
you do have to protect your peace too, and
yourself.
Yes, it is so hard because it's like, well, I don't like I love you, but I still don't agree with you, and like and it's hard because it's like, well, who I become are the people that I surround myself with, and I don't want to surround myself with, XYZ person.
No, absolutely. Well, and it's hard because like they also become like XYZ person, unfortunately.
Exactly. Well, and so then it's just like, oof.
Yeah, you're like, this is not who my inner circle can't be these people.
Exactly.
So then maybe I think you just say like, I'll hang out with you one-on-one maybe.
Yeah, maybe you can just keep it one-on-one probably.
Yeah, you're just like communicate that to you. If it's like I cannot be around this person.
Yeah.
I feel like there is another, but like, yeah.
It's really hard.
It's actually what's hard is, again, there's like no clear handbook. Like it just depends on where your relationship you want it to go. And yeah, like you hope that you tell them your concerns and they break up with them, but they usually don't. Like and it usually takes them like a year longer than it should. Maybe not a year, but like a few months.
It does.
And you're like, we knew this. Well, then like, and you're like, I do see. It's so hard. Like, I hate to say it. I was right the whole time.
No, that's the reality.
I was right the whole time.
You are right. And then like sometimes they'll say things later, and you're like, I told that to you 6 months ago. But the reality is probably they're not going to be listening to everything either.
No,
like they're going to be hearing it, just not like internalizing it
for sure. And if they just like categorize you as like a hater, everything you say is like, oh, you're just a hater.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay. Like I feel like sometimes you like people revert to their 16-year-old selves.
No, they do. They get defensive and start attacking. I've totally. I mean, and like I've done that myself.
Oh, for sure. It's like a natural.
It's a natural like.
It's a defense mechanism.
It is literally. It is literally a defense mechanism. Yeah, it's inherent in us.
Yeah, you're protecting them and you're protecting yourself.
Protecting yourself from ridicule and everything.
Oof. It's like it's so messy.
It's so messy. It's so It's just such a tight line to walk if you want to stay in their life. And usually like you care about them, so you do. Yeah,
it's like, I know I don't want this to be. Well, and it's also like we're going to like split up over a boy.
Yeah,
like letting a boy come between us. But then also I have to say, like, if you're dating someone and all your friends hate them, like I would just take the biggest pause.
Like at some point you do need to just look yourself in the mirror and be like, what is everyone saying, and like why am I okay with it?
Yeah, and like you just have to get so real with yourself and figure out like, are those concerns valid? Because like, look, if people are bringing up really dumb concerns, okay,
what would be like a dumb concern that you think?
Well, like I'm trying to think.
Like what if their thing is like they're not good enough for you?
Yeah, like I just need like more concrete like reasons, I'm trying to think what is like, or I think you have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, they've brought up XYZ concern. Am I okay with that?
Yeah.
Like you have to just decide like, okay, maybe someone's like, oh, he's not very ambitious or something like that.
Yeah.
You have to look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, am I fine committing myself to someone who maybe isn't super ambitious? Like, does that matter to me?
Yeah.
I think that maybe that's a better question.
You know what's interesting is like dating overall, and even in this scenario, it's all about the relationship to yourself. A lot of it is. It's just like, okay, like, am I sure in who I am? Am I sure in what I want? And am I sure that this person fulfills that? Because I feel like a lot of those relationships, the person oftentimes, I mean, like, from speaking for myself, like, I don't really know what I want, you know? And like, I just kind of fell into this relationship, and like, he's offering me love and connection and like time and attention. And like, I think like the stronger you can be just like in yourself and like, no, like this is really what I want. I think the more confident you can be in that dating relationship.
Yeah.
And so I think, again, like kind of taking from the friend's perspective, probably like anchoring to that might be the best thing.
Yeah. And just like helping them feel really good about themselves.
And it's just so hard too, because like sometimes you like, often I've had friends who like are insecure, and it's just like, well, like I see the person that you are, you know, and like it's just so hard because the person that you're choosing is not at like, it's like
so mismatched.
Yeah, exactly. And so it is just really hard when they don't see that, and so they're just, you know, scooping bottom of the barrel basically.
For sure. Like they're choosing who they think they are, not they actually are.
Yeah.
Because they have like maybe potentially a lower self-esteem.
Yeah. And so they choose someone that just helps increase their self-esteem, when it's like, well, hey, this person like isn't really pushing you, and like isn't like a partner. It is, you know, someone who like worships your feet, but then like you don't become who you need to become.
Yeah, no, like they're not pushing you to be the best person.
Anyways.
It's like so painful. Also, I need to bring up Eli. I don't know, is it Rayo or Raylo? Rallo. I don't know if it's like the AA Spanish spelling. She asked a question on her Instagram that was like, if your boyfriend, like if your son became your boyfriend, would you be happy about that? I think that's like a really good question. And also, because sometimes you imagine with your kids, like, but I'm going to raise them. And it's like, no, your husband's also going to raise your kids. Like, if your son became your significant other, how would you feel about that? Oh.
Well, there's some other questions.
Yeah, well, I can't remember all of the other ones. That one was the first one. And that one, I was like, oh, this is good.
Some of the other ones, not necessarily in this clip, but like things to think about is, one, are you in love with them, or are you just lonely? Another one is like, are you in love with the person they are today, or the person that you think they're going to become, or you hope they are? All that kind of stuff. Could your best friend go on a trip with them and have fun? Was one of the things that she said.
Yeah, she said that one.
What are some other ones? Yeah, I think this is probably my favorite one. If so-and-so said, hey, like your boyfriend, your person like reminds me like of you, is it a compliment?
Yes.
That's one that's like,
you
really,
remind me so much.
You remind me so much of him.
Oh.
Yikes. But I feel like you could answer those questions honestly.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm saying woof, not for my own relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I would answer those and be like, oh, absolutely.
I feel like too, some people like don't think that that's possible for some reason. I feel like once they've been in bad relationships, they don't feel like it's possible to genuinely answer those questions.
Yeah.
But I want to take a stand against that and say no. Like the whole point of life is to find someone that you can answer those questions to.
Absolutely.
So I just do want to go on the record to say that.
Yeah, I do want to go on the record. You should feel good about your answers.
No, you should feel good about your answers, and like when you get in a relationship, you should be sure.
Yeah, and if you don't feel good about those answers, like just kind of run. I don't know what else to say.
Like you you owe it to yourself.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. No one gets hurt except for you.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, and you know, maybe a good answer to look inside yourself is also, if my daughter turned out to be me, how would I feel about that?
That's really,
and maybe if there's some things that you need to work on. I think that's a good.
That's really
a good place to start. Because I think like the first thing you think about is like, oh, like if your daughter felt the way about herself, how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
How would you feel about that? Like, would you be like, oh, my daughter feels great about herself. Like, I'm so happy that she has that relationship with herself that I have. And if you're bummed about that, I think you need to change your relationship with yourself.
And so oftentimes I feel like we are. Like, it's so funny too, because not to go back to this, but like, it's so interesting because when I found that when you are like bringing up these things to like your friend and like the negative things, it's like, hey, listen, if he was doing this to me, how would you feel?
Yeah.
And they're always, it's sad. They always kind of know.
Yeah.
You know, they're always kind of like, oh yeah, I wouldn't like that for you.
No. Yeah, it's like, and it's kind of like, can you blame me for feeling this way after all that I've seen? Like, can you really honestly say it's crazy that I feel this way?
Yeah.
Like, do you expect me to feel differently about this?
Yeah. Oof.
It's so messy out there. It's so crazy to me, actually, how many people are in relationships like this.
It is so common.
Honestly, it's a little bit jarring for me.
It's very jarring.
And concerning.
It's super jarring. It's just so scary. It's so scary because, the bottom line, though, is like they have to learn. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the learning is their life, which is so spooky.
Yeah. And also, maybe this is also a good thing for people to think about. If you're like really unsure about your relationship and you're like, oh, they love me so much, but like, I'm just not sure. Think about the other person. They deserve to be with someone who's really sure about them. Yeah. Frankly, like, they love you so much and they deserve to be with someone who loves you as unconditionally as they love you. And, maybe this is a good flip. Like, you're doing them a disservice by letting them be in a relationship with someone who doesn't really love them all the way.
It's really true. And it's sad.
It's so sad.
Because at the end of the day, like, you are being selfish. For sure. And you just have to look yourself in the mirror, Yeah.
And, like, I get that you wish that you loved them that way. Like, you probably want to. Yeah, you're like, no, I want to love you unconditionally. I just need you to give up these 3 things and we're there.
I need you to be a completely different person.
Like, we'll do a 180. We'll workshop. We'll go to a summer camp. And, no, like, you just have to love them where they are.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just
so spooky. Oh my gosh, it's so spooky.
I'm scared.
Me too.
I hope you all are happy.
Me too.
You all deserve to be happy. Everyone deserves to be happy.
No, that's the reality is like, there's no point in going through life being unhappy. I think we've missed the mark if like we can't find happiness. Mm-hmm. And so I think if you are feeling, and like, I'm not talking about being sad like a day or two or something happens. No. This is more like feeling fulfilled. Like, I think the point of life is to like reach fulfillment and stuff. And so, I think if something's not right or okay with you, I think you need to like figure it out. Yeah. And you owe it to yourself. It's all about you.
Yeah. You're not like supposed to be. Yeah. And I think to your point, like, the sad parts are like part of having a happy life.
Right. There are high highs and low lows.
Mm-hmm. And I think that like, like being sad about something shows that you just like cared about your life and you were happy with your life and you cared. And so, but I think that's just like the overarching tone of your life is like, no, I'm happy. Like, obviously you're going to have sad days. Like, we're human beings, but
totally.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just everyone deserves to be happy. And
so, I think it's hard because it's just like, man, I want to fight for that for me. Yeah. And my friend.
Yeah. And it's hard when it's like, I need you to fight too.
Yeah, exactly. I need you to fight too. And we're not aligned. Yeah. And on what this looks like.
Yeah. And it's hard when it's like, I feel like I'm caring so much and I feel like you're not caring as much as I'm caring. Yeah. In some ways. Yeah. Or it's just like, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. It's so hard. And you just feel like you're misunderstood and that they're not getting it.
And then you feel like they feel like you hate them. Yes. And it's just like, and then they're like, well, you're not right all the time. And it's like, but like objectively. Yes. Like if this were to happen to me, you would say it's just so hard. It's so messy.
No, it's so messy.
It's so delicate. It's just very delicate situation.
Yeah. And emotions are so high.
Emotions are so high. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, it's not easy.
So it's hard.
It's a pain. So, it's a painful place.
But no, I do think, I think at some point it is them. And then you just got to figure out where you want to stand.
Yeah, it's so hard because it is like the art of letting go.
It is the art of letting go.
Where it's like, and this is their life and they're the ones that are going to live with it. Yeah. Oof. If that doesn't make you want to vomit. You're like, no, let me be the chess master here. I see all the moves.
Wrong move. Let's do it. Like, click the do-over button.
Go back. It's so crazy how sometimes you're able to see things so clearly in someone else's life, but your life seems so murky.
Or when like they're clearly doing patterns. Yeah. Like it's like, dude, this is how you ended up being with some guy that cheated on you for the 3rd time. Yes. This is a pattern. No, are you not agreeing with the pattern?
If you're doing the same thing over and over, how are you expecting different results?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, well, you can't. I don't know what we're doing.
You can't.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah. So, It is
Yeah.
hard because you're just so out of it. You have this third party not like, and you're not receiving these like positive bids from the other person either.
Yeah.
You know, the other person isn't like obsessed with you, you know? And so like, you know, the person in the relationship.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like, oof. It's tough.
Yeah, no, it's so hard. It's so messy. But I have faith to all you listeners. You'll see your way through it.
We'll end on a positive note.
But I also know so many people who dislike someone that their friend is like dating, married to,
Oh, happens all the time.
one of their in-laws.
all the time.
Like it's such a frequent thing. Or it's like I have someone in my life that I'm like not obsessed that they're there, but they're attached to someone that I love.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. Just gotta love them.
You just gotta love them. Love them and let go. Mel Robbins was onto something. Maybe.
Turns out maybe she had something to say there. Anyways, we will give you guys a full High Rocks. Watch the live stream. We'll give you a full recap next week.